Welcome back to Around the Block on this Monday. We're happy everybody is here. Carrie King's with us today.
Good morning.
So, Carrie, have you ever had to have your roof replaced, repaired, anything like that?
All of the above. Yes, had to have a roof replaced several years ago.
Did your insurance go up when it was time to renew?
The insurance did not go up like it was just a minimal increase. It did go up the next year, but everybody's went up the next year.
Okay,
like
yeah,
a lot.
Mine has gone up over 50% over the past 3 years. It's gone up over 50%.
Yeah, that's insane. And in fact, some people have told me that every other year, you should always put it out to bid.
Yeah.
Always do that, because chances are, if they know that you're doing that, they can do something, or you'll find a better deal with another carrier.
So I did do that, and I told the lady, I was like, "Look, I'm not. This is ridiculous." So she shopped it, and I shopped it to see if she was telling me the truth. It still came back as who I was with was still cheaper, even though it had
Wow.
gone up 50%. So frustrating. But
Yeah.
the reason I asked that is because there's a new ordinance in Oklahoma City that either yourself or the roofer has to have a permit if you're going to do a large project on the roof. This doesn't include small projects. Like I had to recently replace a few shingles, like a sheet. But I didn't have to do my whole roof. But if you do have to do a larger project, you can either buy the permit, which is $90, or your roofer has to do that. And what's interesting is Oklahoma City has several people working for them who go out and inspect to make sure that if they see a roofing project, they will go and make sure that the roofer or the homeowner has the permit.
Right. And hopefully this might cut down on scammers, or, that you're not getting everything that you're paying for, that this is just another level of accountability. Some people are not very happy about it, saying you don't have enough inspectors to do this as it is now, much less you're going to put all these new permits out there that are going to need to be inspected, these new jobs. Where are these people going to come from who are going to do this, right? Or how long do you have to wait? So it is in place as of Friday, August 1st,
right,
for Oklahoma City.
So it is a good thing in the sense that you're not going to get scammed.
Well, we hope not.
Right. I mean, if
not.
you have this, if the roofer has the permit, if you as a homeowner have the permit, you could hire anybody you want. I would say let the roofer pay the $90.
You're going to pay it no matter what, one way or another.
I'm sure they'll throw it into your bill.
One way or another.
Yeah. So that's probably true. They probably do add that price. But yeah, like you said, this is their way of trying to cut down on scammers, which we always see, especially every time it hails. They come out of the woodwork. So
right.
I kind of like anytime we do something that's protecting the consumer.
Oh, I absolutely agree.
I think that's a good thing.
Yes.
I didn't realize that it's still an issue for people to get real IDs. It was super easy for me. I just walked into a tag agency, but apparently there's still a big backlog of getting a real ID. So because of this, Service Oklahoma, which is the agency responsible for driver's license and real IDs and so forth, driving tests, they're extending their hours. So if you've had problems going to any tag agency, you can mark your calendar for the week of August 11th through the 16th.
Yeah, they're not doing this permanently. This is just a limited amount of time.
Yeah,
right.
See these lines? Okay.
Now, a lot of this too, though, is about back to school. If you need, because they're going to have like backpacks and the boarding pass event. I guess this is what this is called. So you're just able to get your ID, or if you want a real ID, you can do this now, but gather your documents and have what you are supposed to have beforehand, because they're going to turn you away if you don't have everything.
Yeah.
If you don't have everything in all your ducks in a row, you won't be able to get one.
Yes. This says appointments are needed. So for more details on locations and times, you can go to kfor.com, of course, and search that. But I think what we're looking at here is file video of lines, especially, well, they're not wearing masks, so it wasn't during the pandemic. But do you remember how hard it was?
I do.
A few years ago just to get a permit or a driver's license. Oh, and also a permit for Briar. That was 3 years ago.
Yeah. A lot of that, though, too, was the transition from the way they had done it, the state had done it, and the agency that was in charge of it, to moving it to Service Oklahoma. I'm not saying that's an excuse, but part of that was this huge shift to a brand new agency, and a brand new agency taking all of this on. So some of that had to do with the wait times and whatnot. And a lot of people didn't have their all of their documents with them.
How frustrating too to wait all that time in line and you get up there and they say, "Oh, we also
Yeah.
need this." What?
I know. That actually happened to my sister. We didn't know
Oh,
that she was going to need her marriage license, even though her previous IDs had her married name. She's had her married name for 20 plus years. But she needed that marriage
why?
license.
I didn't need mine. That's crazy. I wonder if they told her wrong, the person working there.
No, they did not. They
That's
did
so
not.
weird.
No, she
I
had to have
never.
it. But you were divorced. So I didn't have to have my divorce decree because my name is my given name was on my other license. So I did not need my divorce decree because
Okay.
my name, that was not my name.
Interesting. Yeah, but I would think that
But
since it was on a previous ID of hers,
nope,
that's so weird.
nope,
So
you had to have
everyone
it.
has to have a marriage license
If
then?
she did, and it was accurate at the time that she needed that to complete the real ID.
Wow.
But she just was able to get it, and the next week she got it. So
okay, she didn't have to wait like an hour in line or anything like that, or 2 or
no,
3.
it was a little bit, but not terrible. Wasn't
Okay.
terrible.
All right. Well,
Yeah.
that's the first I've ever heard of that. So that's super interesting. I don't know. Doesn't apply to me. So I've never had to deal with that. Okay. So again, though, this event, you can go to kfor.com to find out more about it. August 11th through 16th. If you need any type of driver's license, real ID, what have you, driving tests, you can go and schedule them.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, okay, we have some video to show you of a very clear picture of a man that police are searching for. This man went into a casino here in Oklahoma City and he punched a slot machine. No one knows why, if he was mad at it, if he was trying to get it stopped, right? On the, I don't know. I have no idea.
On the right,
Right on the right numbers or
right.
whatever. I don't really play the slot machines, but so super clear pictures right there. This happened June 29th at Remington Park. So this is Oklahoma
They would
City
like to talk to
Police.
this man. Yes.
Yes, they would like to talk to him. They say the entire face of the slot machine is cracked, which caused $1,000 worth of damage. What I think is so interesting about this is I wish that all security cameras were this clear. But when you're in a casino, I mean, of course they're going to be very clear. But I love how clear this video is, how they can just zoom in and
Of course, this
identify
isn't
people.
of the alleged crime. So, but yes, you're absolutely right. These are really good. That's a really good camera.
It almost looks like he's looking at the camera.
That's a really good camera.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I'm with you. There's so many times when you look at it and go, okay, that looks like 1972 surveillance video.
Right.
Right.
Or it's so grainy.
That's what I mean. It looks like it's from 1972.
Exactly. And sometimes it's like orange.
What? I can't tell if that's male, female, or not.
Is that a human being?
Yeah, exactly. So, yeah.
So if you recognize this guy, call Oklahoma City Police. They are looking for him. They'd like to talk to him just about the instance that happened there. Also, I didn't realize that Remington Park is 24-hour casino. I didn't even know we had, I'm not a gambler, but I didn't know that we had one of those in Oklahoma City until recently. I saw their billboard. I was like, oh, I had no idea. So if you're ever bored in the middle of the night and you can't sleep, there you go. There's something you can go do.
There you go.
So I love this next story. Cute little babies. I love little babies.
Yes, this is a darling.
Especially toddlers. They have the wrist rolls. They have all the little dimples,
Oh, yeah.
So cute.
So cute. Those little cheeks. You just... Yeah.
And we have one to show you. A little 2-year-old here in Oklahoma. She's going for the national title of Toddler of the Year. Look at those curls.
Isn't she cute? Oh, she's adorable.
She is so cute.
This is Palmer.
My gosh.
This is Palmer. And what a cute name that is, Palmer. She
Very
lives in
unique.
Dixon.
Yes. And her mama says she's got lots of curls and a big personality. So the thing is, you get to vote for the Toddler of the Year. This is through the National Contest for Toys and Tots. So she was at last check in 7th place. But you can find out how to vote at kfor.com. So just go there and look for Toys of Tots. You can also, the voting is free. You can make a donation to Toys for Tots. But holy cow, she looks like a Cupid doll.
But let's vote for the Oklahoma girl.
Yeah.
Let's vote for her. She's adorable. Palmer.
Oklahomans support Oklahomans.
Yeah, there we go.
Yeah. And so, I just think she's a little Shirley Temple, little Cupid doll.
Yep.
Yeah. Love that name.
Super cutie.
And she just looks like a doll. Like I think she was wearing a little princess outfit. She is far out, just like her shirt. She's far out. So, anyway, again, she's 2 years old. Her name's Palmer. She loves music, dancing, and she's sure to steal your heart. The winner takes home $25,000 and will star in a national ad campaign.
That's cool.
Yeah, very cool.
All right, go vote.
Little Palmer from Dixon, Oklahoma.
That's right. Go vote. So,
it's a cart passing by. I was like, what is that sound? Okay. So, yes, Carrie, go ahead.
No, just talking about these collard greens. Do you like collard greens?
No, not a big fan.
I
like
probably
spinach.
Not. I love spinach,
Yeah.
but I like raw spinach. I don't.
I do too.
I like it cooked in certain things, but not like boiled. Blah. But this woman in Oklahoma now says she has the biggest collard greens in the state.
Yeah, according to her.
Yeah.
Because she did the research and she couldn't find any bigger in Oklahoma. This is happening in Enid. And you can find her on Facebook. And she, right there, she's a happy lady. She wants people to prove her wrong. She says, go on my Facebook page and let me know if you have one taller than 5 feet. Hers is just over 5 feet tall. And so she doesn't like them. I don't know. She said, but anything she plants grows. So she planted these collard greens and tried to cook them. She said they're gross. So now she hands them out to friends and family. And she also has ducks. So her ducks eat these collard greens. I'm sure
the ducks would really enjoy them.
Yes.
My mom likes greens too, likes collard greens. It's not my favorite thing, but
I can't get on board. I've tried.
But I applaud. Look at her plant is gorgeous and it's huge. Although it looks like look, there's the duck.
Yeah.
Oh, D'Anthony, you have a duck. Maybe we need to get you some collard greens so you can feed the ducks.
I love collard greens.
You love collard greens?
So how does your mom fix them?
My mom doesn't fix them.
Do you fix them?
No, there's this place in Dallas called Sweet Georgia Browns, and I have to go. I have to drive like 40 minutes out just to get the collard greens.
To get the collard greens.
It's a whole thing.
Yeah.
It's a whole thing. Now I got to drive 4.5 hours for that.
I think there's some collard greens locally. We got to find you some places.
Oh.
I'm trying to. There are definitely collard greens. I mean, they're on the menu a lot of places. Yeah. I think. What's the country place? Oh shoot, where they have the huge gift store where you can buy everything.
Oh yeah.
I actually got these earrings there. Earrings and what's it called? Cracker Barrel.
Cracker Barrel.
Yeah, I think you can get some at the Cracker Barrel. But anyway, they kind of just taste like too mustardy for me. I don't know. I love spinach. I love spinach cooked. I love any kind of vegetable. Collard greens just, They got that like tangy twinge to them.
And I like that. I just don't know that I love maybe it's just I need to find a different cooking method. I need to find a different cooking method.
Sweet Georgia Browns.
There you go. Okay.
Well, we don't have that
or who has the best collard greens in Oklahoma City? All right. So somebody let us know.
So her name is Shanta Guyton. It's SHAUNTA Look her up on Facebook. And her profile picture is a little boy next to her collard greens. So she wants to know if anybody's is over 5 feet tall.
Yeah.
We are going to take a break. When we come back, we're going to talk about crazy hairstyles at this barber shop and how people are paying to walk out looking somewhat ridiculous but hilarious. We'll be right back.